Hey guys, tonight I'm going to walk you through how to create this image or turn the image into a draw image inside of Cricut Design Space. So the finished output will be what you see on my screen right now. All right, so the first thing I want to tell you is that this works pretty well with an image that you might find, like a coloring image or a drawing image in black and white. You can also use silhouettes to accomplish this task. So the first thing you want to do is you want to remove the background. So when you locate an image that you want to work with, you want to go to removebg, and I will bring that up here, and you want to remove the background. So you do that again by going to remove.bg, and then you're going to upload your image. And I'm going to be working with this image here. And so I'm going to take it into remove.bg and have it to remove the background. So you don't want to use this with a white background because it's not going to work inside Cricut Design Space and give you the output that you want. Okay, so now remove.bg has removed the background. I'm just going to simply click on upload. It's going to place my image in the bottom left corner. Just going to select it. And there it is. So I'm just going to right click and say save as. I'm just going to leave it on my desktop. And I normally don't change the title because it'll put remove BG in the name for me. So I'll know that that's the one that I'm working with. So I'm just going to hit save. So now the background has been removed. I can go ahead and close that screen. I can go ahead and shut down remove BG. And then I'm going to go back to Cricut Design Space. I'm going to hide this since that's the finished output, and I'm going to hide that. All right, so now we're going to locate our image with the removed background. So we're going to select upload, upload image, browse, and you're going to locate where you placed your image. Mine, of course, went to my desktop. So I'm just going to go up here and look, and there it is there. And it has the remove background in it, so I know that is the image with the background removed. So I'm going to select that and click open. And again, you can tell the background is removed. We're going to select complex because we do have fine details in this image. And in the bottom right corner, you're going to hit select. So now you have your image. If you were removing a background or you removed a background from an image and you got here and there was like a little part of an area that it didn't remove, you can click to remove at this point, but it has taken care of everything we needed it to remove. And if you remove something by accident that you did not mean to remove, so I'm just going to click this. All you have to do is here on the bottom, the top right hand side, just click undo and it'll put it back. All right, so at this point, our background is removed and I'm going to go ahead and select continue. At this point, you have two options. You want to go with the option on the right, which is a save as a cut image. That's the only way this is going to work to give you the output that I showed you in the beginning. So you're going to click on the right-hand side for save as a cut image, and you will know that it is selected because it'll have this green border going around that image. You can name your image here if you like. I'm not going to, but you know, when you're referring to your images, you'll be able to, you know, just refer back to it. You can name it whatever you want. You can put tags in here so you can make it easier to locate that image. And then we're going to click on save in the bottom right corner again. Make sure that you selected the image on the right, not the print then cut, but the save as a cut. Okay. And hit save on the bottom right corner. And it's going to place that image into your Cricut Design Images. We're going to go ahead and select it and click on Insert Images in the bottom right corner. So now we have our image all nice and pretty inside Cricut Design Space on a blank canvas here. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go up to Linetype, which is right up before you get to Canvas on the left. And you're going to click that little drop down arrow and you're going to change the line type to Draw. And now you can work with whatever pen color you have. So if you have a set pen color that you're actually using, then you can go ahead and identify that at this time. So I'm just going to select magenta. And you can increase this to whatever size you want. I do want to tell you that the more line detail you have, the longer it will take your Cricut to draw the image for you. And you want to keep it within 12 by 12 if you're using your cutting mat of a 12 by 12. So you want to make sure that you are leaving room on your mat. And at this point, you're done. All you have to do is click on Make It. In the top right corner, we just clicked on Make It. And then when I'm drawing, I'm normally using chipboard or either craft board, which is a 12 by 12. So I like to drag my image over, kind of like to get it kind of centered like that. And then you can kind of scroll up and down and see how it's looking. I think that's good right there. All right, and at this point, you would just click on Continue. And then you're going to tell Cricut Design Space what type of material you are drawing on. And so I'm just going to select medium cardstock, which is normally what I would select. It doesn't matter if I'm using chipboard or craft board, it all comes out the same. And then it's going to tell you to load whatever color pen you're going to be drawing in, and you don't have to in clamp A, and you don't have to have anything in clamp B. And then you're ready to upload your mat and go ahead and draw your image. So I just wanted to show you guys how to do that. I had a lot of questions from people asking me how did I draw an image earlier today. And just going to cancel out here. And I will show you that image. So this is the image that I drew earlier. Or not that I drew, but Cricut Design Space drew. And I did the same thing. I just removed the background and then had Cricut Design Space, excuse me. I changed the line type from cut to draw and had Cricut Design Space to draw this image for me. Again, this one, it took about 45 minutes, and that was because I had it maxed out at about, I think I had it around 11 by 11, something like that. I got it as big as I could go without exceeding my 12 by 12. And it turned out really, really nicely, but it took so long because of all the little squiggly lines for the hair, but it turned out absolutely gorgeous. You can use these guys for like wall hangings. You can frame them and do them as wall hangings. You can also use them to start creating your own greeting card, so you can draw on your greeting card. So if I were to take this yellow square, you can see what it would look like. Let's say if you were actually, your cardstock was yellow and you were actually using the magenta, you could take this to see what those two combination colors or those two color combinations would look like on your yellow cardstock. And of course, if you didn't like it, you could always change the color here to kind of play around with what color do I really want to use. So let's go to Cardinal. Oh, that's pretty. And let's try Wild Aster. Okay, So this just gives you an idea of what your drawing will look like. And again, you can even change the color of the shape that you're playing around with to kind of get a feel. So if you were playing with or using black cardstock, craft board, or chipboard, and you actually had this, I think it was magenta. Yep, wild aster. If you had the wild aster, which is an infusible ink, if that's what you were using, then this is what your image will look like if you were to draw it on black cardstock. So I just wanted to take this time to show you how you can use the draw functionality. Again, a couple of quick tips is to make sure that you're using an image that does not have a background. Your color images will not work, okay? Color images will not work. So you need an image that's either a silhouette or either just a black and white image as you see here. And then you will remove the background. You can go to remove.bg. Again, it's free to remove the background there. And then you'll bring it into Cricut Design Space and just make sure you change that line type to draw. And you're pretty much ready to go. So that's it, guys. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I can assist you further. And as always, each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys enjoy the rest of your evening.